see if the audio is working.
Yep. Just a second. Okay, go ahead.
Is it good? Are we good?
Yep, we're good.
All right, this is the Out of Spite podcast, episode 8. I literally nearly forgot what episode we were on.
Just almost. We got it figured out, though.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. So, right off the bat, let's get into Mando.
Yeah, man.
It's over.
It's over, and we're not going to see it for 2 years?
Yeah, or technically 1 year.
Technically 1 year. Not till 2022.
God
right?
damn it. What are we going to watch then? Now that Mando's gone.
I don't know, man. What is in store for Star Wars next year?
Next year.
Not a whole lot, from what I understand.
I don't know if anything's actually being released next year. I think Bad Batch might be.
We know that we have to wait basically a year from now until we can see Boba.
Yeah, Boba's literally like a year from now.
Yep, first episode.
And I know that technically Mando Season 3 won't begin until December next year. Like, the production won't begin.
Mm-hmm. Which means we probably won't get it until the end of 2022.
Yeah, most likely. I give it to the fall.
Yeah.
That'll be the most likely outcome of that.
We'll figure it out.
But we are now free to talk spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I know.
That was like the greatest shit ever.
It was really nice to see him just fucking tearing through all of those dark troopers.
Not just tearing through them, he literally used the Force to crush one of them. And that was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like Darth Vader got his hallway scene, and now his son has one.
Mm-hmm. Who did it better, man? Who did it better?
Probably Vader.
Yeah, I feel like Vader did it better. That scene in what movie is it?
Rogue One.
Yeah. They literally did it right. I thought it came out really good.
I don't know, something
spooky.
just like tickles me when I see Darth Vader throw a rebel off on the ceiling and then bisect him.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
That was about how that one went. Sadly, yep. Luke was fighting droids.
Yeah.
R2-D2 also made an appearance.
Yes, yep. R2-D2 recognized Grogu.
Yeah, which, does that mean that R2 is the one who rescued him?
Maybe. I don't know, man.
That's something that still has yet to be cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know.
I think we all want to know. I'm not sure that they'll ever really... Like, they might briefly say, oh yeah, R2 brought Grogu. I don't think they'll go into too much depth about it, though, which might be a little sad.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be a time skip?
From this episode to the next one?
Yeah, like, what do you think it's going to be,
season?
like a year or so after the events of Season 2?
I could see a year. I don't think it'll pick pick up right where it left off.
Well,
just because.
I mean, it could, because technically Din Djarin is now Mandalore.
Well, kind of. They still have to go to the planet and take it back.
Yeah, and they gotta find all the other Mandalorians and so on and so forth. This could be a break from the adventures of Din and Grogu.
Right. Yeah. I think a good question, what would be your perfect first episode to Season 3? What would you want to see?
The Mandalorians fighting the Yuuzhan Vong. You know, if we're putting it out there, you know.
Right. Now that Grogu and Din are separated, I don't think we'll see a whole lot of Grogu for at least a little while. Maybe we will. maybe the episode will start with Grogu being trained, just like Luke was with Yoda.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a CGI Luke.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I had no idea. I wasn't really. Then again, I was crying, so that probably.
It was legitimately the character model from Battlefront 2.
Okay. Now see, I was hoping that it was Sebastian Stan.
Yeah,
That
and I
that
think
would
a
have been
lot of people
perfect.
were. Hmm.
But
But yeah, I also don't understand how Mark Hamill was involved.
he was the voice.
Yeah, but it was a younger voice too.
If it was, I literally did not notice.
Yeah, so I didn't. I don't know how they probably recorded his voice and edited it to sound like younger him.
Maybe. Or maybe he
Um,
was one of the stormtroopers again.
yeah, that could be a thing.
Because that was the thing. He was a stormtrooper in one of the movies. I'm pretty sure it was him anyway.
um, yeah, freaking. So Gideon did that on purpose, right? Battled him on purpose.
That's what I'm thinking. One
Had
last,
to have.
like, he wanted to fuck over Bo Katan one last
Hmm.
time, I
Hmm.
think.
Now, one thing that I didn't realize at the time, but I do now, is that Bo-Katan was handed the lightsaber before.
To be fair, that was a whole bunch of fuck ups on everyone's part.
Yeah.
Because, first off, uh, Sabine Wren didn't win the saber in combat like Maul did.
Hmm.
She just kind of fucking stole it from Maul's little hideout.
Hmm.
And then it's like, here, take the fucking lightsaber. You should rule Mandalore.
Right, which is what Din tried to do.
Yeah, but the difference is Din won it in single combat, whereas Sabine Wren just kind of fucking stole it.
Okay.
Meaning that while they accepted it the first time because of the circumstances, this time the rest of the Mandalorians would not accept that.
Right. They
And
wouldn't have to know.
because Din just showed off, and it's like, no, I don't give a shit about you. I just want the kid.
What do you
Yeah,
think he's gonna do now,
who?
Din? Just he has to take Mandalore, right? I guess.
I think that's what they're setting it up for. I think we're gonna get a Siege of Mandalore part two.
Hmm.
But yeah, but Din was just like, I just want the kid, and Moff Gideon's like, wait, really? That's it? It's
That's
like,
all you
yeah,
came here for.
yeah, I'll take the kid and I'll leave. It's like, oh,
I think he
okay,
kind
yeah.
of fucked with him. I was like, yeah, you can have the kid.
I think he was legit like set on letting him go, but then he like, well, hang on a second. I could do something to potentially fuck over Bo Katan one last time
Hmm.
because we don't know how he got his hands on the saber. Either he
Right.
stole it, which proves Bo Katan as incompetent of being worthy of it because she couldn't fucking
Hmm.
keep it from being stolen, or he won it in single combat,
Right.
which would kind of be believable. And then, so he's like, okay, now I'm gonna fight Moff Gideon, and he does it with a Beskar spear, which I fucking called that, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what was gonna happen.
Still, I called it like first from like the moment he got that fucking spear. I called it.
I wish they would have shown some of Mando's training or something, because I'm not entirely convinced he knew how to use that weapon before he got it. You know what I mean?
Well, he may have that. That may have been one of the things they taught him when he was younger: how to fight with your hands, how to fight with a stick.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah, because at least in Legends, Mandalorians were all about not needing just armor and blasters to fight. They could do it with their bare hands or sticks or whatever.
Oh, we have 5 people watching.
Do
Hello,
we?
guys. Yeah, that's
It,
pretty nice.
it only says one on my Streamlabs.
Oh, We have a visitor.
What? Oh, shit.
Jake, you play a dangerous game giving me server admin.
You just now figured that out?
I was really tempted, instead of just joining the call, to disconnect you first and then join.
Oh, jeez.
Dangerous game. It's just a matter of time.
I'm very surprised that you just now realized you had server admin.
I hadn't been paying attention.
Yeah, so we were, I don't know, where did you join in? Because we were just talking about Mando.
Haven't heard anything.
Okay, well, we essentially were just finishing up spoilers for The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Good thing I didn't join before now.
Yes, so, I guess now would be a good time to talk about Christmas.
Yeah.
So, Ferris, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was all very nice and shiny.
Shiny.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. No, it was all right. You get about what you ask for whenever you just get money.
Yeah.
I'm actually upset that I didn't get socks this year.
Hey.
Believe it or not, I was a
didn't
little
get socks
upset.
either. I did not get socks either. It's kind of sad. No.
I didn't get socks or underwear, and I was kind of upset about that.
No, I had a really good Christmas. My family, we celebrated it on Christmas Eve. Pretty good.
Yeah, apparently it was decided Christmas will be celebrated at my house, so there were a bunch of people in my house that day.
There we go.
And I remember texting Paris about it, and he's like, I'm at people's house, and I don't like it.
Yeah, did not like it.
Did not like it. Was not a fan. Would not recommend.
Yeah, I was telling him to lie and just say he's coming over here to visit for a bit, when in actuality we could just go fuck off and get Waffle House.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we were driving around all day and going to family's house, and I just was ready to go home.
How many houses did you go to?
I mean, I only went to my grandparents and Jessica's father's house.
Okay.
So it wasn't too bad. It just, kids were tired, and I was ready to go home.
You were tired as well, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just went over to my folks' house.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was you that was playing Alien Isolation.
No, I haven't touched it. Jesse's been playing it a little bit.
Yeah, I had decided that I was gonna start streaming it, and I did.
Mm-hmm. And it looked like the stream came out pretty well.
Your computer can handle it?
Yeah.
Low settings?
No, not even that. It's normal settings.
Mm-hmm. Streaming doesn't tax your computer that much.
I had my setup currently is perfect to handle Alien Isolation. I looked at all the spec recommendations for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's it needs recommended is 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the best is 8 gigabytes. So I'm like, shit, I can do that.
Yeah.
Parrish, I'm gonna send you the talking points in Discord there.
No, I like to play it freehand.
Play it freehand?
Yeah.
Freehand?
So Christmas was good for everyone then, besides...
Yeah. Had a good Christmas, got some really good gifts.
I drank some whiskey
gifts.
and took some knock me the fuck out medicine.
I drank some tequila.
All day.
Tequila and beer.
There's a nice variety of drinks here.
Yeah.
It's the only time I'll drink eggnog is Christmas. So, Thursday, before everything was shut down, I bought 3 quarts, and I drank one quart on Christmas Eve.
Jesus.
Another one Christmas Day, and I drank one Thursday
And then,
as well.
and then the last one he poured on himself.
He tried to absorb it into his pores.
My family isn't really big on the eggnog. We don't really get a whole lot of it. I personally like eggnog, but not much of my family does.
The only high point of my Christmas was talking with my uncle, and we were talking about how it'd be fun to put fake landmines in the yard, so if someone steps on it, you just hear a very loud click.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on! Why do they have to be fake? I mean, you could put a
Yeah, put
little
paint.
bit of.
Oh, we have a
little
few
bit of
duds.
spice in 'em.
You have a few duds around.
Some paint in it, so you know.
Yeah, paint.
Yeah.
But
Look, a firecracker and some paint.
yeah, we'll call it that.
Be a good time.
Yeah, so Tom Cruise is one of the things we wanted to talk about.
Yep.
Now, you know more about this than I do, Daniel.
So there was a video released. I shouldn't say video because it was solely audio. But there was some audio released of Tom Cruise yelling at some of the cast and crew on the new Mission Impossible movie. A little bit of backstory to this. The movie before this event had already gotten shut down for not following social distancing and for people getting infected with COVID and stuff. And these are big blockbuster movies, and so when they get shut down or they get delayed, people lose a lot of money, and there are a lot of regular people, not just actors, that are involved in these movies that rely on that to feed their family, right? Like that's their job. So if it gets delayed or it gets pushed back or anything like that, these people don't get paid, which sucks. So the first time, and Tom Cruise is a producer of the movie as well. But the first time, he sat down
and producing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sat down and he talked to the crew cast when they got shut down the first time, and he's like, "Hey, look, guys, we have to be enforcing these rules. People aren't getting paid. People have families to provide for. We can't be doing this. It's not that hard to put masks on and just stay a little bit away from each other, okay?" So that happened once. They got shut down. They managed to get it going again, and then they were threatened to get shut down again because some of the crew from last time still was not following the mandates. So he, from what I've read, he pulls the people that are doing these actions aside from everyone else and just starts yelling at them. I mean, like belligerently, like drill instructor yelling at them. And he just blows up. A few of his yelling points, his talking points, so to speak. He says, we should be wearing masks. This is ridiculous. People have to feed their families. I don't ever want to see that ever again. I don't ever want to see any of you again. And just starts yelling at him and going off on him. If you have an opportunity to watch the video or the audio of it, it's really good. And I kind of laughed because I'm cynical that way. But, so he fires 5 people that weren't following the rules so that the movie wouldn't get shut down again. But his actions of yelling at them caused more people, I think 5 or 6 more individuals, to just quit.
And that caused the whole production to get shut down?
Well, no, it hasn't caused it to shut down. It's still, the production is still happening. But a lot of people are wanting Tom Cruise to be reprimanded for yelling at people.
So they want to.
I mean, let's be honest here, because that's just about what you get whenever you're filming everything. I'm assuming they're filming everything in Hollywood.
I think they're out of
sets and.
I don't know where the location is at or where this took place, but we can assume it's in Hollywood.
If they're in California,
yeah,
then it has some of the most restrictive health codes in the United States.
Yeah,
because over here in Mississippi, I don't know how it is for you, Daniel, but over here, it's pretty much up to the business's discretion if you even have to wear a mask.
Wow.
Tater Tot says there doesn't have to be any mandates.
Yeah.
No, there's a mandate over here.
Aside from that, I'm not super upset about it either because I don't need Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 17. We can get fucking another main actor for Mission Impossible.
Yeah, isn't California though still shut down?
It is. They are. It never reopened.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not sure that they're filming in California. But the argument here is, was he an asshole for yelling at these people about following the mandates and whatnot?
Okay. Mission Impossible 7 is apparently being filmed in Italy.
Italy. Okay. Yeah.
Well, they have pretty restrictive measures as well.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but who really gives a shit at this point? I mean, did anyone care for Mission Impossible after like the 3rd movie?
That's not the argument here. Again, the argument is like, was he wrong at yelling at these people for it?
Since I haven't seen the video and I don't know to what extent he did, I can't say one way or the other.
Let me see if I can find the audio.
I think some people do need a firmer hand in trying to follow some instructions, but
yeah,
I don't know how far he goes. I don't know.
He didn't say anything demeaning to these people, at least not from what I heard. But I mean, he was yelling at them like pretty loudly.
As long as he's not like, you know, in my opinion, as long as he's not like 2 inches from their face and like jabbing his finger under their chest saying they need to get it through their head or something.
Mm-hmm. And now again, this is just audio that was released, so I don't know. Yeah, nobody, well, except those that were involved, nobody really knows if he was in their face yelling at them. We do know that he was wearing a mask while he was yelling, so that's cool or whatever.
Because if he did something like that, that can actually be pushed as like a battery case.
Yeah, yeah, it can be. It can be. Yeah, if you get in someone's face like that, it definitely can be. But from what I understand, he pulled him aside and yelled at him. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he just kind of like in the same room, put him in the corner and yelled at him, or if he took him to a separate room to yell at him. But either way, it caused other people to step down from the film, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Yeah, I've had bosses get in my face and yell.
All right,
it's usually not a good day for the boss, but
I have some of the audio here if we want to listen to it.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
hang on.
I don't mind if you guys don't mind. I won't mind.
All right.
Players at 250%. Let's go.
Right. If you're wearing headphones, take them off now.
We're gonna include a little headphone warning right here.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. So,
gonna change the name of the channel to Tom Cruise Yelling ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah, so it starts if we want to get it at 50 and pause, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, play.
Wasn't willing to take.
We are not shutting this movie down.
In a recording published by The Sun, the Hollywood superstar heard berating crew members for reportedly violating coronavirus safety
Is it
protocols.
quiet at the beginning?
I don't ever want to see it again.
A bit.
Ever. And if
I
you
can't
don't
hear
do it,
anything.
you're fired. If I see you do it again, you're gone.
Tom sort of encountered 2 crew members standing together looking at a computer screen, obviously violating UK protocols that all crew must stand at least 2 meters apart. And apparently just became incensed.
The tirade echoing the passion he's portrayed in many of his on-screen characters.
I will massacre you. I will you up. Should we or should we not follow the advice? Show me the money.
But real money and livelihoods are on the line for thousands of film workers. You can hear crews making
I think
that
you
point.
should try to pull up a video of just the yelling.
No apologies. You can tell it to the people who are losing their
Okay.
souls.
See,
Because our industry is
I made a mistake and I thought I was just going to get the audio through the channel, but I see that you've actually posted a video.
Yeah, I can't find any more of the audio. Like, that's it. It's only from ABC News.
Let me see if I can find it for you. Poor Parrish is over there like, guys, I don't hear anything. I'm listening to it on the screen.
It's a learning curve. I'm working on it.
Who left?
Me. And came back because I clicked a voice channel instead of a text channel.
Okay, I think I actually have the audio here now.
It should be by Shaw Oddly.
If
you're looking at the right one. I got it. I'm gonna send you the link here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I'll click on that one instead.
Yep. Yeah, we can all listen to that together.
Yeah, just let me know when you guys are ready. I have it paused at 0.
Okay, I am ready.
All right, Paris, you ready?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
You're back here in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers. And they're looking They're creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone. And anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you too, and you too, and you. Don't you ever do it again. That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down.
All right, I think we can stop it there. We pretty much got the gist of it.
Yeah. So, I accidentally paused the stream itself. Yeah. So sorry. I just wanted to listen to the audio because when you listen to it in a newscast of any kind, they kind of take it out of context.
Yeah.
But it to me doesn't sound like he's in anyone's face.
There was video released of him actually yelling right in front of someone.
He was? Okay.
Yeah.
But he's not saying anything that's demeaning to these people. He's not putting them down.
I mean, I think he's getting. Honestly, I think he's getting a little off track there at the beginning and towards the end.
Yeah.
Deriving from the main point, which is kind of funny to watch. But other than that,
I mean, it's Tom Cruise. He's fucking crazy as it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you ride on the side of a plane. I guess it jumbles your brains a little bit.
I don't think he was wrong for yelling at these people, though.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want is to get the movie shut down. I understand it. That's jobs. That's money in people's pockets. You know, but I mean, did he warn people before this? Was this like something he was on? Like, hey, don't do this.
Since they got threatened with shutdown, like Daniel said, since they got threatened with shutdown once prior, people already knew what they were supposed to be doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So this outburst happened the second time that they were threatened to get shut down. So they got shut down once. Yeah. People were well warned beforehand. So him getting to this point isn't just kind of weird. It is not necessarily warranted, but it makes sense.
Well, I guess he was kind of in the right then.
Yeah, just a little. I don't think he was an asshole for doing it. I think he said some choice words there.
I mean, some of these.
I don't think he's wrong. I don't think he's wrong either. I mean, that's how I talk to my kids on the regular.
Yeah,
Don't you ever fucking do it again.
Yeah. And then they do it again.
For all we know, these people complaining could just be a bunch of pussies.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, they just need to grow a backbone. Never been yelled at, I guess.
Okay, well, I don't think he's in the wrong at all. I think it's mostly like it might be getting on his last nerves. He's already been shut down. He said something about like being on the phone with the studios.
Yeah, so he's like, the studios are telling him, hey man, your people are fucking doing this shit again. You gotta keep it under control. And he keeps, he's doing his best to like tell them, I can get this under control.
Your guys are shitting again.
Yeah, as layman as I could put it.
Yeah.
I don't speak that corporate executive talk, so.
And like another thing, he's apparently dating his co-star Haley Atwell.
Yep.
Which
I thought he was married. Is he not married?
No,
I think he's not married right now. He's a Scientologist, man.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Scientologists because I don't want their army of people coming after me and trying to sue me.
Yeah, so him and Haley are dating apparently.
Which I don't like.
I know this is like off topic, but is it bad that now whenever I think Scientologist, I think like NPC characters, Cyberpunk 2077? Like that's how they are. I don't know why that my brain makes that connection. It just does.
It's factual.
I don't know. Did the NPCs in Cyberpunk believe in the alien Emperor Zemu?
I mean, I feel like that's how they would dress if they do.
Probably.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so that's happening. That's one big thing in entertainment as far as that goes. I don't really care for the movies or whatnot, but I can see where he's coming from. Like people need to work, people need money. All the rules.
To be honest, I don't really give a shit about Mission Impossible 7. It can get shut down for all I care.
Yeah. I care about the people that are losing their jobs.
Loosen up on all the restrictions, because with the people that are working in that movie industry, there's no risk to them of dying. Sure, they're going to get it, but it's not going to kill them.
No.
I doubt it.
I mean, if you're 40 and under and you don't have a pre-existing condition, I mean, you can work without a mask and you can catch it and you'll be just fine.
Well, Tom Cruise is like 50 something.
I know, but he doesn't have any pre-existing conditions
that we know of.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, he's a little batshit.
But I mean, yeah.
Holy shit, he's 58.
Like the people that are high risk, sure, don't go to the movie set. But like the extras and stuff like that are in their late 20s, early 30s. I mean, they're going to be fine if there's no masks, and no restrictions, because they can catch it and they can take 2 weeks off and then come back. I think they should just overall loosen the restrictions, and then they'll have situations like this, because everybody's getting a little high strung from all the restrictions for the last year and a fucking half almost.
Do you know anyone that has caught COVID?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I know a few people. Slater, right?
Well, yeah, we know Slater, yeah.
Okay.
Slater had it. Mom had it.
I didn't know your mom had it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she did have it. Of course, Slater's girlfriend has it, or had it in the past. But yeah, I mean, there's been a good amount of people around me that have caught it, and
and everyone's doing just fine.
Flu. Yeah, they said it was like a bad flu, but I mean, they come back to work
after.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, staying warm, some nice hot showers, and plenty of water, and like in a week or so, you're fine.
Now there are more severe cases, sure, but like we've already said, you have to have pre-existing conditions in order for it to have a worse outcome on your body.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I think that's about it for Tom Cruise. But entertainment, let's talk about that.
Segways are hard.
Yeah,
segways are hard.
We're working on it. Mando's done, so that's pretty much it for me and Daniel on what we watch.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Ink Master. The 2 seasons that are on Netflix.
What about you, Parrish? You don't really watch Mando, so what are you currently watching?
I have been rewatching the entire Supernatural series for the last half of season 15.
Oh. That show is done, right? So
it recently finished.
They released the last season on Netflix in like mid-November, and whenever they did that, I started rewatching the entire series.
Yeah.
And right now, I think I'm on season 12.
Is it hard for you to stay away from spoilers?
No.
I mean, just don't go looking for them.
Yeah, just don't go looking for them. Like there's not a really big active fan community on it that I'm a part of, so it's not that big of an issue for me to stay away from it.
Yeah, it's like really Supernatural is like me, you, and your girlfriend thing.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the people that I'm around and looking at stuff online, it's a very niche community, and I've never gotten into it online, so I never run into anything accidentally.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
I remember like I asked him like if he watched Supernatural ending, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not there yet," and I just stopped fucking talking about it.
Yep. I've ran into a couple of Mandalorian spoilers.
Yeah, they're all over the internet.
Yeah, but they're memes of it everywhere, so I'm just like, fuck. I didn't need to see that.
You guys keep talking for a minute, I'm gonna be right back.
Alright, man. So you, Daniel, you said you were watching Ink Master?
Yeah, Ink Master.
Ink Master.
Yeah, it's a series. It's not exclusive to Netflix. It was on some other network, but Netflix has the first 2 seasons of it, so I've been watching that with my girlfriend. It's a tattoo competition show. So these guys have to tattoo different pieces of artwork, different styles of artwork and stuff.
Isn't this
actual people?
Isn't like there's some musician I'm thinking of. Isn't he like in charge of it?
Yeah, I forget what his name is, but you're right. There is a musician. He's like the host of the show. He kinda is one of the judges, but he's the host.
It's not Aerosmith.
No, I can't remember what his name is. Pretty good show. Very interesting. Learned
Dave
a lot
Navarro.
more.
That's his
There you
name.
go.
He's from Jane's Addiction. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So they if you're interested in artwork of any kind, you can find that show pretty interesting. Watching them just do shit tattoos on actual people is kind of hilarious to me. Because that's gonna be on them for the rest of their life, you know.
It's like Letterkenny. The new season just came out. I'm like, fuck, that's just gonna be gone. I'm gonna binge that today, and that's gonna be it.
Letterkenny is funny. That's some of that hillbilly humor, though.
I love that show, man.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. The episode with where they're talking about Jugs, trying to avoid talking about her Jugs.
I don't remember.
Hilarious. It's this lady which she's pretty big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the Penny episode.
And they keep doing like what is it? Innuendos.
Yeah.
About boobs. It's like that's hilarious. It goes on for like longer than it should, but it's just so funny.
I'm probably like gonna binge that whole series from like after this podcast to whenever I finish it. It's such a good show.
Yeah, really good. Let's see. Let me get rid of those. Should we wait for that next one?
Yeah, I want to wait. Yeah, I want to wait
we can
for
talk
the
about one of the others. Yeah.
I want to wait for to talk about Pornhub and poop stories.
Okay.
So
gaming and streaming.
Yeah, gaming and streaming. Like,
so
I've been playing Alien Isolation.
You just streamed that yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did. Or the day before yesterday, I did my Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, there you go. How do you? That game came out what in 2017?
I think actually before that.
2016.
Let's find out. 2014.
Wow, 2014. Do you think it's held up? It's a 6-year-old game.
I do.
Yeah.
I personally though, I'm a huge Alien fan. Like,
so you're excited for the new stuff that's coming out, Alien wise, then?
I don't know. I want to have high hopes for the new Alien series that's coming out, but at the same time, I've been hurt before.
Yeah.
Like, I did not like Prometheus at all.
Dave Navarro. My mom just texted me Dave Navarro. She's probably she watches the stream, so she's probably sitting at the screen yelling at it. Dave Navarro, you fucking idiot.
Oh, I can't wait till we start talking about poop and Pornhub.
Right. Yeah, so what I've been trying to do after this podcast, I try to stream for a little bit. Stream some video gameplay. I'm really into Star Wars Squadrons. I love that game. I think it's a fun game. It's very basic though. There's not a whole lot like as far as like what you do in that game. It's just a dogfighting space simulator, but it's a Star Wars.
Yeah, but Star Wars.
Simulator. Yeah, exactly. They just added 2 new ships to it, 2 new classes. They're really cool. Everything is like super detailed. I really, really wish I could get a VR headset.
The voice of Darth Maul in the animated series, Sam Witwer, he streams, and one of the things he's been streaming is Squadrons.
Yeah, I wish I could get a headset though, because if you get the headset, you can really look at all of the detail of the ship, which is nice. Yeah. So that's one thing that I'm streaming, and then of course I stream some Cold War as well. Just multiplayer, nothing too fancy.
Yeah, like I said, I started Alien Isolation. I'm probably gonna try to stream that like every Wednesday until I beat it. And
yeah, do you have the DLC? Did it have? It had some DLC, didn't it?
It has some DLC. I haven't bought it on PC yet.
Haven't got it yet. Okay.
Yeah. I have it all on Xbox.
Nice.
But I haven't
played all of it on Xbox, or
no?
Not really. Okay.
I'm doing the PC version, and it's actually a bit harder on PC.
Yeah, I can imagine so, because on PC you don't get those fine movements that you would with a controller.
Yeah, that and like
Keyboard.
I have to like really pay attention to what I'm about to hit on the keyboard.
That's one of those games where I'd probably switch to an Xbox controller.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that because WASD is movement.
Yeah.
Apparently, Q is to bring up your inventory. E is to use items. Or R is to use your items. E is to interact with shit. Apparently, by holding shift, you run.
And you can change all that, key binding wise and stuff.
Sorry,
but
I would. My trip to the bathroom turned into a much larger adventure than I had planned.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, speaking of trips to the bathroom, poop stories.
Yeah.
That's literally on the list.
Perfect transition right there.
Yeah, what I wanted to talk about was some poop stories because I had gone today.
I want you to save that clip because that's a good example of a segue right there.
Yes.
Daniel, can you clip that for me?
I could attempt to.
Yeah. But no, it's like I went poop earlier today and that got me thinking. And like I remember I don't remember what it was, but we all went to Cody's house.
Okay.
And I remember having to go in and go to poop. And I just about clogged up the toilet. I remember while I'm sitting there like, oh, go down, trying to use like Jedi mind trick powers to force it down. And then apparently I had been gone too long, so Cody decided he's going to come in and check on me and knocks on the door. I'm like, everything's fine here. Just give me a minute.
You tell him to come back with a warrant?
I was thinking about it, actually.
Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to use that. I'll ask you the question I ask all my friends, okay? So, this has been ongoing since early days in high school. And, you know, you know when you have to take a shit. And it's one of those to where you're sweating, your legs get weak, and you don't think you're going to make it to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I know this.
Like turtlenecking, and you're just scared waddling the whole way to the toilet.
Oh my god.
What if every one of your poops was like that? Every single one.
I would not enjoy that.
That'd be difficult, man.
Okay.
I have some terrible poop stories.
And the finish to that is because me and my friends were talking. It's like, okay, well, what's your regular routine? And we had a wide range. Like one friend was like, man, I go like once every other day. And then on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, oh, well, I go 3 times a day. And I'm like, what if you shit like that 7 times a day, every single day?
Oh my god! No, thank you.
In
my line of work, I would die.
You just have to carry a bucket in your truck.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that, man. Because there's no keeping that down. It's like you're either gonna go right where you're standing, or you're gonna make it to the toilet. Either way, something's coming out.
I don't have a poop schedule. I wish I did. I idle those that have that schedule.
I do have a schedule every day.
I poop like once to twice a day.
Unless I eat something bad, just catch a bad case of the runs, then it's pretty normal.
Yeah, that's what I had earlier.
So my line of work, I travel a lot, and I go to rural areas where the nearest restroom is probably like 5 or 6 miles away.
Do they have you working out of town a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
I mean, when I say out of town, I mean like to where you have to spend the night out of town.
Oh no.
Okay, you're about like me then.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
You have a lot of like 2-hour drives, but you're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, 2-3 hour drives. Yeah.
Continue.
Anyhow, I'll go in the middle of the Oregon forest or in the middle of the fucking desert if I go to Northern California. But I'll go to the middle of the forest, right, and I'll need to poop super fucking bad. And there aren't a lot of options. If I'm in the forest, that's better.
Just
right?
Trees and poison ivy. Trees,
I go dig myself a hole. All is good.
Why do you dig a hole?
because I'm a decent human being.
No, you're in the middle of the woods that you're
buries
never
his
going
poop.
to ever return to.
Yeah. Dig a hole now. I don't want to poop on the floor. That seems uncivilized to me.
I like that you just said poop on the floor.
Well, ground. Whatever. Forest floor. If I'm in the desert, though, that's a little more difficult, right?
Because all this is sand, you can't quite prop up on a cactus.
Yeah.
God forbid the sand gets in your ass.
I usually try to carry trash bags with me because I do have a bucket. So I'll just line the bucket with the trash bag, poop in the bag, and then bury the bag.
And then just find a secluded spot.
Paris.
Yeah, or I'll poop in my van. I have a van, not a truck, so that's
Paris,
happened.
you remember the big old brown truck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We used to have a toilet in that truck.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was a thing.
Was it just a hole cut in the bed to where it would just go down on the road?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive that was it. We were
trucker style.
It was mainly there because we used to sit out on the highway, going towards Carthage and sell peanuts there.
Yeah.
God.
And that was just like long spans of road and forest.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a pretty good idea. If I ever get like a shitbox truck like that, I'm gonna get one of those bed covers that kind of extends the cab of the truck.
Yeah.
And at the back of it, like one of the back corners, I'm just gonna cut a hole and then bolt a toilet to the back of the bed, so that whenever you have to go, you can just go back there and sit down 70 miles an hour.
The fucking thing flushed too.
No, I wouldn't have any water. I mean, because honestly, if you're going 70 miles an hour, say even say there's somebody behind you. I mean, you're going fast enough that poop is gonna just disintegrate on the road before it hits anybody. I would think.
Oh my God!
It's kind of like on a plane, where the is pressurized and it shoots it out of the plane, and it just kind of disintegrates before it goes to the ground. Otherwise, you would just have a massive shit landing on your windshield, and you'd be like, "What are these birds fucking eating?"
I'm dying.
Honestly, I wish that was the case because there would be a lot more news stories about broken windshields from frozen shit.
I just picture a giant log of shit.
No, what I'm reminded of.
She's jogging.
No, what I'm reminded of is, have you guys seen Joe Dirt?
Yeah.
You remember the scene where he thinks he's found a meteor when he takes it to someone? He's like, "This is a big old hunk of shit."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what I think of.
Yep.
Jesus.
God.
So, one of the other things I wanted to talk about is Pornhub.
Mm-hmm.
Pornhub just about got shut down.
For its intended purpose.
Yeah, it what happened was it deleted unverified content which is like 3/4 of the content on there.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a lot of amateur videos on there.
Yeah, that's the reason why. It was mainly because there are those videos where it's like, "Oh, I'm fucking my best friend's teen sister."
Because it just makes me feel like, I mean, even though there are some of those videos that are probably true and do need to be taken down, it just makes me think that they'd lose a lot of their viewer base off of taking some of them videos down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they came out and they said in an announcement, this means every piece of Pornhub content is from verified uploaders, a requirement that platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, and Twitter have yet to institute.
Yeah.
So, meaning, you have to, have a sign-in and all that other stuff, and...
Well, I like that. On Tinder, for example, you have to have... You don't have to verify, but if you do verify, it has you pose in a specific location, then a physical person, actually goes in, looks at that, and verifies your profile.
Well, the only thing about that is because I think that's a little bit different when it comes to Tinder, because, I mean, the end goal of that is to meet an actual person.
Right.
Because, and the goal on Pornhub is completely different. On Tinder, I would expect the rules to be a little bit more strict just to keep people from catfishing, pretending they're somebody they're not, just to keep instances like that from happening.
Yeah.
But
Right.
on Pornhub, I could see it actually being a little bit more.
Yeah, they said that Pornhub has now banned all unverified users from uploading or downloading, and said it would expand its moderation. However, by the end of the week, MasterCard and Visa declared they would both stop processing payments on the site. Visa specifically dropped all of the MindGeek network, including RedTube, YouPorn, XTube, and browsers.
Really? So if you have a Visa card, you can't buy porn anymore?
Yeah, so it's like no more porn.
More porn for you.
Which kind of sucks. I mean, you would think if you have money, I mean, I guess it's up to the discretion of the corporation, but I mean, like, you're like, I'm giving you my business. You would think I'd be able to buy what the fuck I want to buy.
Now they're gonna come out with Pornhub gift cards.
Yes.
You know what? I actually want that to be a thing.
I got you a Brazzers card. Here you go.
Yeah, I'd actually be down for that.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
I know this isn't a talking point on the show today, but I could honestly talk for half an hour about how much I hate gift cards.
Oh no, let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's content.
I honestly hate gift cards. Like, I understand, if you use gift cards, then certain places are like, oh, we're going to give you extra rewards and possibly discounts for using our gift card, which is cool. But so many people buy gift cards, as, the name intends, as a gift. But why would you take something universal, cash, and like, hey, I'm giving you money, but you know what? Man, fuck you. You can only spend it right here.
Yeah, like, fuck that. Just give me the money, man.
Hold on. The caveat or the counter or the argument I'll say to that is you can get Visa gift cards or other MasterCard gift cards that would be like a credit card.
But that's the thing. Not everyone gets that.
Which is still universal. Those type of gift cards are still universal. You can spend it anywhere, albeit, of course, Visa, you can't spend it on porn anymore. But other than that, because that's still universal, so I can understand that. You're like, hey, I want to give them $25, but I don't have any cash on me. So, hey, just ring up this gift card, and I'll just pull it straight off of my debit card. That's cool, right? If that's the case, why don't they just have those, and then all the restaurants and like Apple cards, they can just fuck off?
Because they want to give you bonuses for using the gift card, man.
Stupid. I don't like gift cards.
Yeah, it's like, I'd much rather have the cash or universal gift card that kind of acts like a credit or debit card. I don't want anything to like one specific place that I don't even know that I'm gonna fucking go to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I always have a hard time picking out gifts for someone. So if I absolutely have no idea what the fuck to get you, you're probably just going to get some money from me, or you're going to get a Visa gift card.
Just cash. That'll do it.
Jake, I wonder what the world would be like if everybody went by, like all the corporations went by like Poppy's rule for selling stuff.
What's that?
If you can't eat it, drink it, or sleep with it, don't sell it.
It'd probably be a better place, to be honest. I mean, me and Daniel talked about how we're pro whores and how in Nevada there's a bunch of whorehouses that are legal.
Hey, I mean, it's good for the economy.
Yeah,
sex work is okay for me. I don't see a problem with that.
As long as like they can set up like a W-2 or a 1099 for individual contractors, hey, it's tax deductible. You go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. You're contributing to society with the rest of us. That's fine.
Of course, now, like, as soon as it becomes legal, the first thing I'm going to try to do is open up a brothel here in Mississippi.
Call it Jim Bob's cat house.
I probably would. I've answered to the name Jim and Jim Bob in real life, and they weren't even fucking talking to me.
Well, let's be honest. You're going to hear Jim and Jim Bob in Mississippi more, like disproportionately more than anywhere else.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's the fact that I've gotten so used to being called that on the internet that I'm now answering to it in real life.
IRL. Yeah, so I know what I'm gonna get Parrish next year for his birthday.
Oh yeah.
$20 gift card too.
Passed like a month ago.
Yeah, next year. Yeah,
we're gonna get you a $20 gift card to Applebee's.
Or some obscure place like Panera Bread.
It's going up somebody's ass if I get a gift card.
Now, see, now we get to the name of the
on,
podcast. We're gonna get you it out of spite now.
You can't put it up your ass, man. Pornhub won't allow it unless you're verified.
I know.
Yeah, now you can't even sell that and make money from it.
Yeah. OnlyFans.
Oh, yep. Okay, never mind. There is OnlyFans.
There is OnlyFans now.
Not a big fan of OnlyFans.
You're not a fan of OnlyFans?
I'm not a fan of OnlyFans.
Why? I don't think it's a great idea personally, but
I mean, okay, I'll say this. Like, it's a decent idea. All right, I will say that.
Well, it was originally made by a sex worker, and it was for sex workers.
The reason I don't like the reason I don't like it is because, like, say the standard porn sites, you know, all that good stuff. They have like a base premium price, and you get videos of all the posters pretty much
from everyone everywhere.
Yeah. So basically, like the premium posters, you know, they get a percentage. At least if I understand it right, they get a percentage every month of how many people bought the subscriptions.
Right.
With OnlyFans, each individual person can charge whatever the hell price they want.
Okay, yeah,
which I think is ridiculous. So it's like you're buying like 5 or 6 subscription services on one fucking website, which I think is kind of.
And so each person that you want to view, you know, it's like one of them's $7, another one's $15, some of them are $20.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with Bella Thorne. I think she's like charging $35 a month.
It's free right now.
Yeah, because like look, I think that they should have a like general fee of admission. And all of the people on there, depending on how much traffic they get, is, you know, how much they should make. Of course, you know, I've never ran a business, so, you know, take my word with a grain of salt. But I think it's obscene that some people can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a month.
Yeah, but originally it was made by sex workers for sex workers, and another thing that happened was it was also made for in situations like the pandemic and like throughout this year and the shutdowns. They couldn't actually film porn and make money anymore, so OnlyFans became a way for them to actually make money.
Right, but I'm still on Parrish's thing though. Like,
I don't think they should be charging ridiculous prices like $35 fucking for not even being able to see some vag or some nips.
Right. You can charge whatever you want for like an extra premium subscription or whatever, right? If you wanted to, but there should.
Premium.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, if you're charging something like $35, I want a bottle being shoved up your ass in a ball gag.
Yeah, and you better say my name.
Yeah. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
That could happen on chance, Daniel, but they're not going to say my name by accident.
No shit. They could say Dan, and I'd be like, ooh.
They could be fucking dating a Dan for all you know.
Right. Anyway, but I don't know how they would regulate that though, right? Because you wouldn't be able to tell content creators, hey, you have to post nudes or you have to put out.
No, I mean,
that sounds awful. But
what are you getting off on like that? Because I'm saying, like, you know, depending on how much traffic their channel has.
Yeah. No, what I was getting at was the extra premium thing. That I was talking about. That wouldn't really work because, you know, they could just only post on their extra premium.
Yeah, and they would just have a base account with nothing posted.
That's maybe like those fuckers with Snapchat.
Maybe you could regulate them so that they have to post something on that basic account in order to keep their extra premium. Post anything. It doesn't have to be like, you know, services.
If I'm paying money, I want to see nakedness.
You know, I came here for
nudity. I don't think that would work like the extra premium because you're basically paying to get into an advertising campaign to pay.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know, the view thing I agree with, but I mean some of these fucking weirdos are paying $35 to watch Bella Thorne dance around.
Of course, there is that other chick. I forget her name though. Belle Delphine, I think. She's people have been paying her recently, and she's getting to the point where she, I think she's either already done it or is going to do it.
At the beginning of the year, she's going to do what she called hardcore porn.
Yeah, she's going to get fucked on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people are now investing in.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people, not me.
I'll just wait until some dude leaks it on on Reddit or something and watch it then.
Basically what I do. Hey.
I'll wait for him to upload it to Pornhub. Wait, shit, nope, they can't do that anymore.
That's how I know your OnlyFans is trash. If it hasn't been leaked.
Jake.
Yes.
They can't do it on Reddit, but you can find Discord servers that will leak it.
No, those have been taken down.
What do you mean they can't do it on Reddit?
No, like, I think all the Belle Delphine stuff, like, they sued and all that shit is now gone.
Off of Reddit?
Yeah, off of Reddit,
Holy
Discord,
shit.
Twitter, everything.
Wow. Does she have, like, a manager and everything now?
Find it quick on a private Discord before it gets taken down.
Yeah, she hired, like, lawyers and stuff to take that shit down.
Wow.
And it worked.
Can't take stuff down from the internet.
It worked, though.
Can't fight the almighty internet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty explosive response there.
Speaking of explosions, the Nashville car explosion.
Yeah, so from what I've read, it was a RV that exploded. Intentionally, yeah.
That's what they said.
Like, it played over its radio system, over the RV's radio system.
That guy had a serious beef with AT&T, I guess.
Yeah. Is that what it was about?
Well,
it shut down the flights in front
of AT&T.
Yeah. It shut down the flights. It didn't seem like his intention was to hurt anyone, right? But he killed. Yeah, he fucking killed 3 people though, and injured more, and then like 40 businesses right there are all fucking damaged from it.
I saw something about apparently they may have found human remains.
Right, in the explosion itself, like in the RV.
Yeah, possible human remains found near Nashville explosion site.
Well, yeah, they know that 3 people died. Maybe he killed himself in it too. It shut down flights though. The AT&T system went down over there for a couple of...
Wait, so you mean by shutting down AT&T, they shut down flights?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure the ATF uses some of their networks to communicate with pilots.
I know, but there's got to be a better way to do that.
I don't know.
I don't know if there is a better way or not, but that's the way they're doing it.
Private channels, but I mean, AT&T has such a broad network that they would have to use some of their dishes to connect to like talk to some of their pilots long range.
Yeah, I guess.
As far as communication systems go, they would have to do that. There's a finite amount of spectrum that we can use, right? AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they all have like the majority of that spectrum.
Yeah, so they're going to have to go through one of them.
Okay.
Whichever one's more prominent in the area.
I thought about setting up my own, but I didn't really feel like climbing some trees with some hubcaps. Just didn't feel like it would work out too great for me.
No?
Tell that to the rednecks.
Yeah.
Tell that to the rednecks. But yeah, so it seems like it was intentional. At least from what I understand, it doesn't seem like he was intentionally trying to hurt anyone, though. He was just trying to send a fucked up message.
Yeah, I don't like that they like call it intentional explosion with quotation marks.
Like it's an alleged intentional.
Was it intentional or not? Like at this point, it didn't say you don't know.
Yeah, just an explosion happened and someone caused it. It was. I mean, it seemed intentional. They should just say it is.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever accidentally blow an entire fucking city block up.
Well, I mean, there are the crackheads and meth heads that would probably accidentally do something like that.
Right, but that doesn't happen often, I guess.
Like the crackheads down the street that accidentally burned down their entire fucking house. Twice.
2 times. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah. He released a video, you said?
Yeah. He released a new Christmas Eve video. Have you got...
Same.
Paris, do you watch the Kevin Spacey stuff at all that he's posted? Okay, well, he has a character called Frank Underwood. and it was big on the show House of Cards. But some point after the show ended, at least for him, he started putting out videos in the character of Frank Underwood, and it was a little frightening because I don't think he's acting anymore.
You think he's truly adopted the character?
Yeah, I don't think he knows that he's not in the movie. Like, let me get the first link to you guys.
He was part of that whole Me Too thing, right?
Kind of.
You guys would have to explain that to me, because while the whole Me Too thing started, I was in San Diego.
Yeah, here is...
You make it sound like you were in some faraway country under a rock.
I pretty much was.
Yeah. So here's the first video. Do you guys have that up? I'm paused at 0.
Yeah.
I don't have it up yet. Hold on just a second. Trying to get to a good pausing point. There.
I'm ready when you are.
And... Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Ew, the opening sound.
I know.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong, it's too powerful. I mean, after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't. So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back. Of course, some believed everything and had just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all. They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserved. Wouldn't that be easy if it was all so simple? Only you and I both know it's never that simple, not in politics and not in life. But you wouldn't believe the worst without evidence, would you? You wouldn't rush to judgments without facts, would you? Did you? No, not you. You're smarter than that. Anyway, all this presumption made for such an unsatisfying ending, and to think it could have been such a memorable send-off. I mean, if you and I have learned nothing else these past years, it's that in life and art, nothing should be off the table. We weren't afraid, not of what we said and not of what we did, and we're still not afraid. Because I can promise you this. If I didn't pay the price for the things we both know I did do, I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do. Oh, of course, they're going to say I'm being disrespectful, not playing by the rules, like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did, and you loved it. Anyhow, despite all the poppycock, the animosity, the headlines, the impeachment without a trial, despite everything, despite even my own death, I feel surprisingly good. And my confidence grows each day that soon enough you will know the full truth. Well, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, you never actually saw me die, did you? Conclusions can be so deceiving. Miss me?
Huh?
So that was the first video.
Since I didn't watch House of Cards, I feel like I have no context.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's just about him talking about his death on the show and being let go from it. But now,
he didn't really die in the show.
Now let me explain this to you a little bit more. He put this video out after being accused of being a pedophile and a sexual predator.
Honestly, that's not a good video to put out after he's been accused of that.
Yeah, it sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it?
But, yeah, because I got two main vibes from that little clip. one of them is like sociopath, and then the other half of it is like a really hard sexual tension, and I don't like that from Kevin Spacey.
Oh no, just wait. Here's the second
Are
video.
you sure you don't like that? Because I kind of liked it.
Hey, to each their own. No judgment here.
Here's the second video.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready, Parrish?
Okay, this one's only a minute. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, and 3, 2, 1, play.
You didn't really think I was going to miss the opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas, did you? It's been a pretty good year, and I'm grateful to have my health back. And in light of that, I've made some changes in my life, and I'd like to invite you to join me. As we walk into 2020, I want to cast my vote for more good in this world. Ah, yes, I know what you're thinking. Can he be serious? I'm dead serious. And it's not that hard, trust me. The next time someone does something you don't like, you can go on the attack, but you can also hold your fire and do the unexpected. You can kill them with kindness.
That sounds even worse.
Yeah, I know it does. And get this. This video was put out like the day after like the last of his accusers were finally killed off.
God's fucking these children to death. That sounds terrible.
No, like all his accusers died mysteriously or or committed suicide.
Really?
And then he puts out this video. Fuck it, yeah. I'm Team Kevin Spacey. He did nothing wrong. I'm on his side.
I'm waiting for the video.
Yeah, let's see. He recently put out one last video, and it's called 1-800-Xmas. Here, I'm putting the link on in the Discord chat.
All right, give me just a second.
Yeah, this one is a bit different from the other two.
Okay, I'm ready when you guys are.
Parrish, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
That's right. What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me? That's right. What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me? Look, this past year, Listen, a lot of people have reached out to me this past year and have shared their own struggles. And my ability to be there for them has really only been possible because of my own difficulties. And while it's been a privilege to offer support, I have to say, frankly, it's also been beyond my abilities, and it's bigger than me. Because heartbreakingly, so many have talked about things having gotten so bad for them that they've contemplated taking their own lives. And that's enough for me to want to take an entirely different approach this year, to acknowledge their pain and say to anyone out there who's struggling or contemplating that idea, please, please do not take that step. If you're standing in a place that you can no longer remain standing, if you're suffering, if you need help, if you feel guilt or shame, if you're struggling with your identity, if your back's up against the wall, or if you feel that there is no path for you, whatever your situation, I promise you there is a path. And that at this time, during this holiday and beyond, even if you don't feel it, there are people out there who understand and who can help, because you are not alone. And so I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a great 2021, and say to all those out there who might be suffering, it gets better. It does get better. Happy holidays, everyone.
That one did take on a different tone.
Yeah, that was a completely different video.
That one was very different from what he usually posts on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, very different.
I guess that seemed like it was Kevin Spacey just being Kevin Spacey and not Kevin.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, not Frank.
Not Frank Underwood.
Well, I would have very much appreciated Frank Underwood. I did like this video still.
It seemed like he had to post it on a more serious note because it's like you said. I mean, those people either dying in mysterious circumstances or committing suicide. That seems like the precedent for the video.
Yeah, and him being blamed for it, which we don't know if he was responsible or not. But there's also this whole year has been a fucking something.
I think.
Yeah, poor Epstein, man.
Yeah, everyone's had problems this year specifically, I think.
I'm ready to see. I mean, this is just the pregame. I'm ready to see what round one looks like.
Yeah, 2021's the sequel, man. But according to The Simpsons, the world ends January 20th, 2021.
Yep.
We've already had the world supposed to have been ending 7 times.
Yeah, but this time The Simpsons officially said it. They've been right.
Eepa. From their movie.
What did the Simpsons predict?
Doomsday is January 20th, 2021.
What type of doomsday?
I'm not really sure. I didn't watch the episode. I just know what they said.
It looked like total warfare is what it looked like a civil war in America. Because from what I've seen, I didn't watch the episode either, but from what I saw, Homer's just sitting up on his roof, and the entire city is on fire.
You know why they picked the day January 21st, right?
No.
20th. Did they say 20th or 21st?
20th.
Oh, well, you know why they picked that, right?
Why?
Yeah.
That's when the new president gets inaugurated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yep, that's when Biden takes over. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's when Biden becomes president of the United States.
Officially.
Takes over. Takes over is a little ominous, right?
Well, to be fair, it probably won't even be him. Because let's be honest.
It's either that or it's where Trump pulls a Tony Montoya and just barricades himself in the White House.
Well, he made it. He made it a thing to where he can now essentially stop a new presidency by claiming outside interference in the voting.
Yeah, I think it'll be too far-fetched, though. I mean, people aren't going to go for it.
It doesn't matter. He made it like an executive order.
Mm.
So he can call it, and no one can do shit.
It's going to be interesting, for sure.
There are other branches of government that can veto an executive order if need be, or the people can do it.
I'm still waiting for them to call martial law.
Oh, God. You know what sucks is they took all the fucking ammo.
Some stores have been restocking on 9mm.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
That's 9mm, though.
That's the one they fucking ran out of.
No, there's nothing. There's no AR ammo. There's no rifle ammo. There's just shotgun ammo that's on the shelf right now. It's awful.
Well, I think that has pretty much done it for this episode of the podcast.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Next week, we will be having a guest that isn't Parrish unless he wants to stop on in.
Okay, just preemptively cutting me off from next time.
Yeah, Phil is joining us. You could probably be there if you want to.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know when we'll be having more guests up here. I'm currently working on it and sending emails and whatnot. But Phil is the current one. He will be joining us January 2nd for the 9th episode of the podcast.
Yep.
But, anyone got anything they want to shout out or say before we end it?
Also, viewers, some topics that you'll be able to look forward to for next week. Why you can't have your cake and eat it too, and how toddlers secretly run the economy.
More on that later.
Yeah, but that's all for me.
You sure you don't want to talk about two birds, one stone?
No, I'm sure.
Okay, what about you, Daniel? I know you stream.
No, we're good. I mean, after the show, I'll be doing some streaming of Squadrons, but other than that, You guys had a good holiday?
Yeah, his Twitch is Long Live DJ.
No, super simple.
It's actually Long Dong Daniel, but that's his secret Twitch.
That's his Pornhub account.
That's his this is OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Yeah. Long longest dong in the West.
Yeah, but until next time, this has been episode 8.